Say something.
Hello, hello, hello.
Okay, great. Perfect.
Yeah,
Okay. Perfect.
both good.
So we're gonna chat and then I'm gonna read your little blurb bio and then ask you a few questions. And from the blurb bio to those few questions, that whole thing is only like 5 minutes, and that's what lives in the radio show. So,
Okay,
but the whole interview airs other places. So,
cool,
um,
cool.
yeah. So
Great,
those are like snappier. But anyways, where in the world
great.
are you?
Right now I'm in New York. I'm here for like 6 days, playing a couple
I'm in
shows.
New York.
Are you really?
No way. Yes.
Where are you staying?
I'm
What
staying
area?
at Soph and Tux. They have a house in, well, I'm in Brooklyn somewhere. I don't know what part. I know, and now I've learned that Brooklyn is huge, turns out.
Yeah.
I played Brooklyn Bowl last night, and it's really close to Brooklyn Bowl.
So cool. I'm in Dunbo, so I'm also in Brooklyn, but I don't know how far. Like I'm not super familiar with Brooklyn either.
Yeah,
So.
me neither. But
Oh,
it's
that's
nice to
so
be on
fun.
this side.
I
Yeah,
want to
that's
hear.
so fun. Are you playing anywhere tonight?
I'm playing gospel tonight at the nightclub, and then tomorrow I go out and play Surf Lodge in Montauk.
Oh, I played Surf Lodge last weekend. And
Oh, did you
then,
really?
yeah, was it last weekend? Or maybe was the weekend before? Last weekend or the weekend
Yeah.
before? Yeah, amazing. It was my first time there. It's quite a scene there.
Yes.
It's quite the scene.
It is.
I had an amazing time. It was lovely. They took good care of us. It's
Yeah.
Montauk feels like Pleasantville. Have you ever seen the movie Pleasantville?
Yeah.
Yes,
Definitely.
it was mind
100%.
blowing. Like
Yeah.
the next day, I went
Mhm.
and got ice cream from this like little ice cream shop, and everybody it was so cute. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's very, very, very kosher, very cute, very put together.
So you played Surf Lodge before, right?
I played like 2 years ago. I played out there, and then but I've been playing a lot at Snow Lodge, the venue in Aspen.
Yeah,
Have you
awesome.
been there?
I my my partner said I have played there, but I don't remember it. I don't know if I have.
That's amazing. That's a really cool like when they do the courtyard thing, the courtyard series is like a really cool like thing. I know so
Amazing.
they're like a lot,
Yeah.
and I like that spot because it's like it's a really cool like après ski. I think you
Oh, is
would
it up on the mountain?
no, it's like down
Oh,
at
okay,
like we
okay.
just courtyard, but yeah,
Is
but
it
it's
outdoor? It's outdoors in the winter.
yeah, it is.
Is it freezing?
Not really. I'm also Swedish, so maybe I'm like
You're
okay,
used to that.
But that's me.
That's
That's
amazing.
your boots, so like it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what time do you play tonight? Maybe I can try. I leave for Boston tomorrow morning, but I am in town tonight. I would love to see
Yeah, I
you.
play midnight to 4, so it's a really long set. Yeah, those are a little bit of a killer
Those
sets.
are
I'm like,
killer sets.
yeah, like 2 hours is like my sweet spot. Like that's like perfect. Like four
For
hours.
sure. That is, woo! Is it a pride event or anything?
No, so I'm playing like their VIP room, which is like through the kitchen. Have you been to
Oh,
gospel?
no.
Oh, you haven't? Okay, yeah. So it's like their tribe room, it's called. It's like their like, yeah, members like VIP room situation. It's a really
Cool.
like it's a great energy. It's a really cool vibe. They wanted me to play the main room Saturday, but then I'm out in Hampton, so then I'm playing for
Nice.
the other room instead. Yeah.
That sounds great. It's wonderful. Where
Yeah.
are you coming in? Where are you coming from?
I was just in Ibiza, so I was playing out there.
Nice. How was that? Where'd you
Um,
play?
I played at Akasha. Do you know
Cool.
Akasha?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and then I'm going back to Ibiza now on Monday, and then I'm playing
Oof.
Akasha again. And then I have some dates at Cova Santa this summer, and
Oh,
then
same. What dates are you
great.
playing, Covasante? Yeah, I'm playing the.
Um,
I think I know I'm playing September 8th.
okay, I'll be in Greece
Oh,
in
dang.
September 8th. But
I
I'll be
love
on and off.
Covasanta.
Yeah, I'll be on and off in Ibiza like all summer. So if you're there any other dates, like,
Yes, I'm there half of July and some of August and all of September, really.
okay, great.
So
I'll
good. Let's
be
hang out there.
amazing.
I love
Make me
that. I love that. So, what is
Um,
the update on your music? Are you releasing a tune on July 7th still?
I I'm very excited and also
Is this your
very,
first release?
yeah, it's the first release.
Oh
So it's a
my.
little bit nerve-wracking.
And wait, and this episode airs on the radio before that though, right?
I thought it was today. So
Today
I'm
is
a
the
little,
interview, but we have to put the show together. So I think you're next.
yeah.
I think you're on the 30th. Darn. Okay, so
Okay.
wait. Do you have a master of the Ace of Base? I want to play it, but I would
Yeah.
also love
Yeah,
to
I'll send
include
it
it
to
as
you.
our. So it comes out July 7th.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to make it the house hymn of the week on our radio show that week. That is so exciting. Yes, send me that if you can.
Yeah, I'll send it.
How
It's like
so?
also
What?
the one version I sent to you before, like it's different now. Like I've changed it around. Like I'm more happy with it now. So you'll get that.
Good. Wait, this is so exciting. It's starting. Like, so why this song as your first release?
So, like, funny enough, like, I've known Ulf, who's like one of the main guys in Ace of Base,
No way.
like through like family kind of. He's like, yeah, my uncles and stuff knows him and stuff. And then I haven't seen him since I was 18. And then this year at Burning Man, somebody stumbles into our camp, and like, I'm really tired that day. I'm like, oh, I don't want to like talk to
Yeah.
anybody. I go into our kitchen. And then my hubby is like, super social. He's like, hey, what's up, dude? And this guy is like looking for some camp. And I hear through the kitchen, I'm like, wow, that's a really thick Swedish accent. So I walk out and it's Ulf who stumbled into our camp.
No
I was
way.
like, oh my gosh, like, what are the odds? And then we reconnected, and then he was telling me that they're like, it's Ace of Base's 30th anniversary for like All That She Wants.
No
Uh,
way.
yeah, and then they're doing like a documentary about them, and they're want to like release some like house remixes of it. So that's how that ended up being
No way.
remixes.
That is
Yeah.
incredible. Oh, I'm so excited. It's a huge deal. It's a huge first remix to get. That's incredible.
I mean, it's also like being from Sweden. It's like our biggest export musically is like ABBA, and then like Ace of Base. So I'm like,
Wait,
it's really
ABBA
cool.
is it ABBA or is it ABBA? Is it ABBA?
ABBA, ABBA. I don't know how you.
Yeah, whatever.
ABBA.
They're Swedish?
Yes, they are.
Incredible.
Of ABBA and Ace of Base.
Yeah, as you should be. That is that's going to be so awesome. I'm so excited for you. And then do you have,
Yeah.
what is I mean, I've been listening to your tunes sporadically when I get to, and they're incredible.
Yeah.
What do you have a plan for future releases?
So not like 100% like solid plan. So I'm signed as like a developing artist under this guy Jacke Eriksson. He's like a Swedish music producer. So he's kind of like taking me under his wings.
Whoa. Is that
Yeah.
at a certain label, or is that
I
just
think he's with
he is
Atlantic Records.
publishing, or Atlantic Records. Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think we're gonna like be releasing with like we have to find labels that like match my
Oh,
vibe.
amazing. So is he like sort of acting as a manager?
Yeah, as
Or
of now, he's like as a manager
amazing.
until I need to get like a bigger team, basically.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So that's been really cool.
So is he shopping the music around right now?
So we're doing like the plan is to have like the Ace of Base release first, and then I think we want to kind of see where we end up with
Yeah.
that, and then we're gonna talk in the next couple of weeks about rollout for more tracks this summer.
That is so
yeah.
exciting. Okay, well, I'm starting a label with Defected, so send me some tunes. I would like.
will.
I have you on my short list of artists I really want to work with. So, yeah,
And
I mean, I love what I've heard. The music is incredible.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm so happy to hear.
So, okay, I remember you're an actress too, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's been like
Okay,
my main thing for like a long time.
Yes. So
Yeah.
how do you balance your time and energy between? Because both of those careers, music and acting, I feel like they take so much, not just like the sit down and do it work, but like so much like planning and thinking and like cultivating and how do you balance your time or like divide your time between the two?
So like, I mean, the good thing with the acting industry right now is that all the castings are self-tapes. So I can travel and like it doesn't matter. So like I just have my little own camera and like I film myself and submit a casting. Like there's no like if it's like a callback or like if you're like between you and another person, then it'll be like an in-room kind of a casting. But otherwise, everything is
Incredible.
which is great. And also after
Yes.
COVID, like so many of the acting classes and workshops are also still online. So
Oh.
that works out. So COVID worked in my benefit for that. Because before that, it wasn't really that wasn't the case at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they're like, oh, this works. And like it's way more efficient.
Wow.
So I'm actually doing a big casting for Disney right after my gig at Surf Lodge Saturday.
Over
So
Zoom.
yeah, over Zoom.
Oh
So
my
it's
gosh.
definitely a little bit tricky. Like I feel like summertime now. Like another thing though that's kind of working into my beneficial for me right now is that there's a writer strike going on in Hollywood. So like there's not like a lot of stuff like being sent out for castings at the moment.
Wow. Wow.
And there's also I think there might be like a strike with SAG, which is like the acting
Oh,
union.
wow. Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. That's like they've been talking about it. So that kind of puts a lot of things on hold, which is
Yeah.
kind of good for me summertime because the summer is
Y-
pretty crazy with my schedule.
It is insane. It is insane.
Yeah.
I actually
Uh,
even saw Diplo posted on his Instagram about he gets anxious when like June creeps up because it means it's like summer schedule, and I was like, oh, it made me feel so good to see like even he feels anxious. Like, okay, good, because I definitely get like, oh, you're
yeah,
gonna live on an airplane for the next few months. Yeah,
yeah. I've been like living out of my suitcase for like the past 2 months, and I have like another 2.5 months of that kind of a lifestyle, maybe three. So
it
it's
is. It is. I've been home 7 days this year. It is. I
wow.
invested in it. I bought a,
7 days.
nice suitcase and I spent a lot of money on it. And then I was like, yeah, because this is my apartment. Like this suitcase is my apartment. So I'm going to make sure it doesn't break. So how do you, okay. So before I ask this next question, how, like mentally do you like, okay, Mondays I'm going to like do, auditions. I'm going to film like, do you sort of break it by day or do you just do whatever you need to do that day to like sort of conquer
It's
and divide in
kind
your
of
head?
like, because I feel like a lot of things also are like last minute,
Yeah.
especially with acting stuff. It's like they can send me a cast and like, hey, we need this by tomorrow at this hour, or I might have like
Okay.
5 day, like 5 days is like that's a long time, like for you to
And then
prepare.
do you,
Like
when you're preparing, like, are you like, do they have learn this script and then do this scene, or can you do anything can you
no,
submit
it's like a
anything?
specific scene, specific
And you
character,
only have 5 days is a good amount of time?
nah, it's crazy. It really like you kind of have to learn to like. I've gone into like a routine of like doing it quickly. So with castings, it's like I wish every casting I would have like a lot more time to kind of like deep dive into like characters but then
Yeah.
like I've kind of developed characters that I have like in the back of my mind where I can like pick up for certain things and I'm like, oh, this works kind of here, and then I can modify a little bit.
That is so awesome. Do you have
Right.
I'm sure that they like feel you in different ways, but do you like acting or DJing more, or can you even answer that?
It's so different. Like they fulfill me so differently, like creatively. I feel like with DJing, it feels like, especially when I'm in flow, it feels like an explosion of energy. But with acting, it's more like of an like emotional journey where it's more psychological. But I love both in like different ways. When I feel like very energized, I prefer not to have to do castings, and then I prefer
Got it.
music. And then when
Yes.
I feel a little bit more like centered in my energy, then acting is more. But you can never
Ah, that
pick.
makes yes, that makes total sense. So I really I feel you on that. That's
Yeah,
and if only you could pick. Okay, today I have
yeah.
energy. Now I'm gonna go do the work. It's like no, it doesn't.
No,
DJing
no,
doesn't
no.
really care if you have energy or not. You gotta you gotta get out there. Um, okay, so going back to how much you're touring, how do you maintain a relationship?
So I would say
Because you're married, right? Yeah.
we've been
Okay.
married for 7 years.
Damn.
Yeah, we've been
Congrats.
together for 10. Thank you.
That's
Yeah, it's
amazing.
been a long time. I mean, Scott comes with me on like 50% of the stuff that I
Oh, that's
do, I would say.
great.
Yeah, he has a very flexible job, schedule.
Amazing.
Like his own company. He can work from his phone.
Oh, it's
The
so great.
only thing is he'll be like, I don't want to get on another plane again. I'm gonna stay home. And then with his work, like he'll do like a bunch of events all over the world. So sometimes we try to like coordinate. Like he did that thing in Chamonix in France for New Year's. So then I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna see what type of nightclubs or events are out there, and I started
Yep.
talking to DJ who's out there, and then they booked me, and then he did his event. So like we try to kind of,
Amazing.
yeah. So
Coordinate when you
we didn't
can.
really plan it that way; it just kind of happened. But then also, I think it's I think it's really nice to be. I mean, I don't think it's that, but it's nice to be apart and then see each other again because then you actually miss each other.
Totally. Yes, you do not take it for granted. That is for sure. Oh, that's
Exactly.
awesome. Good for y'all for figuring
Uh,
that out.
we figured it out.
Good. Okay, I am going to read. Oh, my computer is really hot. I am on a pillow in a bed. Well, you do what you can do.
Yes.
I'm going to read your little blurb and then ask you some questions.
Okay,
And then we'll
cool.
be, hopefully, you get to nap before your midnight to 4 a.m. set.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing. We'll see how that works. I'm like jet lagged. Like I don't even know. My body's like, what's going
I
on?
bet. Oh man,
Yeah.
also coming from
You know
Ibiza.
how
At
that
least
is.
it's a little bit easier coming this way for me than when I go to Ibiza, I'm rocked for a few days,
Yeah.
but hopefully
Yeah.
that energy will keep us sailing.
It'll be
Okay.
fine. It'll be fine.
Oh, and Julia, it's Julia Sandstorm is your DJ, is your artist
Yeah.
name.
So my name is Sand, like my real name is Sandstrom.
Strum.
But then when Jake, this guy signed me, he was like, I want you to be Sandstorm. So we flipped two letters basically.
Cool.
'Cause it's easier for people to remember, and
Yeah,
yeah. People are
that's
like,
tight.
Storm? Like even my best friends have been thinking that my name is Sandstorm anyway. My doctor's like, Miss Sandstorm. I'm
Yeah,
like,
I was like, wait, was it always Sandstorm? Or I mean, I was going with it. I think it's very cool. Also, like that the class of the Sandstorm that the track, like I think it's cool.
yeah.
I like it. Yeah,
Is it Daru? What are they?
yeah.
Yeah.
Who's have I?
Yeah. I think
God,
it's
the track is
Daru.
huge. Okay, yeah,
Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, Sandstorm. I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Really?
It's cute. I like you got to make like an edit of that. Like
Yeah,
Julia,
for
that'd
sure.
be funny.
I'm trying like a
Yeah,
tribal edit of it or
yeah,
something.
yes. Okay.
Be
You are
interesting.
listening to Femme House Radio with your host, LP Giobbi, and this week we have DJ, producer, and singer Julia Sandstorm. Born in Stockholm, Sweden, and now based in LA, Julia's sound is a mix of tribal, Latin, and melodic house, mixed with blues beats, soulful vocals, heavy percussion, a hint of rock and roll, and old school R&B. She has shared stages with artists such as Rufus Du Sol, Diplo, Swedish House Mafia, Bob Moses, LCD Sound System, and Vintage Culture, to name a few. She recently played Red Rocks, Covasanta in Ibiza, and Electric Zoo. I have seen Julia play myself, and I can attest to the fact that her music is soulful, energetic, sensual, and euphoric. Julia, welcome to Femme House Radio.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yay! So tell us your origin story. How did you get into singing, DJing, and producing?
So I've been singing like singer-songwriter since like I was like 18, I would say. And music was my main like focus at that point. And but at that time I was also trying to get a visa in America, and that's a whole journey if you're not from America, if you ever tried it. And I met with this immigration lawyer, and I was at the same time I was also acting. I'm still acting, and he told me that I had to pick one, basically, one or the other for a visa. And at that point, acting, I had like more of a resume, and he's like, we can get a visa with that. So I deep dove into acting, and I kind of put music on the side for a while. And then a couple years ago, I wasn't really planning on getting back into music like 100%, but I picked up DJing, and I realized how much I've missed music, and I rediscovered my passion for it.
Amazing.
And then I wasn't planning on pursuing it as a career really. but it kind of just happened, and I started booking more and more gigs and getting more and more opportunities. So then I was like, you know what, I might as well, might as well just go for it. I love it. It's
Heck
so much
yeah.
fun. It gives me so
You're
much
very
joy.
good at it. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're light up there. It's awesome.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's like I mean, for me it's the coolest feeling in the world when you're in a flow state and you feel the energy of the people, and that feeds you, and then it feels like I shoot out energy into the crowd. It's just like
Yes. Endless
it's
feedback
circular.
loop. It's amazing. Yeah,
Uh,
I love that.
it's the best feeling in the world.
Well, you are
And
a
then
great conduit.
thank you. Uh, and yeah, and then I got back into making music, and I'm not 100%, I would say, super fluent and sufficient in Ableton as a what do you say, program.
Mm-hmm.
But I work with so Jake Eriksson, that I'm signed under as a developing artist. He has another producer that's amazing with Ableton. So I sit with him and I'd be like, okay, let's
Awesome.
do this and that.
Yeah.
And he's very fast, but I keep developing and learning and more. I
Heck
want to get
yeah. I mean, it sounds like he's engineering and the ideas are coming from you, and that's awesome.
yeah. So
I mean, Rick Rubin doesn't touch a computer either, so, you know.
oh really? Oh yeah. Okay. I'm yeah. No, I'm not very technical when it comes to computer stuff in
Yeah,
general. I mean,
totally.
so it's definitely nice to have that partnership and that flow, and
That's awesome.
it's been really nice to have also the feedback, because sometimes, especially when you worked on a track for a long time, I start to get like ear blind, and I'm like, I don't know if it sounds good anymore or if it sounds like shit, and then it's really nice to
Definitely.
have that
A
person that's like,
hundred
"Oh, sounds
percent.
good." Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's I work with mixed engineers for that. Like, is this even is this even good
Yeah.
anymore? It's very important. So you have played all over the world, from Dubai to Costa Rica to Romania to Jordan, just to name a few. What
Yeah.
has been your favorite party you have ever played?
Oh wow. I mean, the coolest event I've ever played, this was actually a private party, but they rented out Bran Castle in Romania. So that's technically Dracula's castle, what they call it, for Halloween. And it was
Oh my
this, yeah,
God.
this past Halloween, and threw a party in there. I mean, it was one of the cool, like the event production, like around the party. They had like people that were like actors, they were like impaled, like, is it called impaled? Yeah, I think so,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
Yes.
impaled. And it was just like a haunted house experience, like when you walked up to the castle, and I mean, it was
That
wild.
sounds
Yeah,
incredible.
that
Wow.
was really, really cool. In terms of like venue and like production, that was probably one of the coolest things I've played.
That is
For
awesome. So what do we have to look forward to from you? Any exciting shows or releases coming up?
Yes, I would say
Yes.
the most exciting thing that I'm very excited about, but also extremely nervous, is my first release, which
Yes.
is coming out July 7th. And it's an official remix for Ace of Base's track, All That She Wants. So it's
That is incredible.
yeah, I'm very excited, but also like I said, I'm super nervous because it's kind of like giving away your baby in a sense, and you kind of like, what if people don't like this? And it's like exposing yourself.
They're going to
Uh,
love it.
I hope so.
I mean, you should be exposed. You are an amazing, talented artist. So this is so exciting. The people are finally getting to hear your music. I've had the honor of hearing snippets, and it's incredible. I'm so excited for all your future releases as well.
Thank you. Yeah, so that will be the first, and I think we're gonna come up with like a rollout schedule, kind of release plan for a couple other tracks this summer and this year. Uh,
Amazing.
I have a bunch. I have a bunch that's like sitting there and like just waiting to be released.
Woo! Your
So
time is
that's
now.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So well, yeah.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for being a guest on Femme House Radio. We are huge fans of yours. I really, truly adore you. I'm so excited hopefully I'll see you in Ibiza and dance to your
Yes.
tunes. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, and I love you, and I can't thank you enough for having me on the show.
Yay.